Broadcasting from Cleveland, Ohio at the direct request of Ana Vargas, complete with a beautiful background, definitely not made out of tape. This is The Weekly Show. Welcome back, and welcome to The Weekly Show. As usual, I'm your host, Henry Bendon, and that's about it for things that are usual this week, because we've got a headline story to cover that basically defies explanation. Yesterday was the second presidential debate between Donald Trump and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, though the only thing presidential about the debate was its name. While there's something to be said for the complete lack of decency displayed by one of the candidates and the physical pain that some of us watching the debate at home experienced, you gotta give the moderators a lot of credit. Whereas Lester Holt seemingly had no control over the first episode of the Donald Trump Meltdown show, CNN anchor Anderson Cooper and co-moderator Martha Raddatz wasted no time in establishing themselves as more than passive observers. Cooper started on the offensive, going straight to the 2005 tape of Trump and Billy Bush making extremely inappropriate comments about Donald's apparent penchant for sexual assault. Trump has spent the week trying to avoid confronting those comments, briefly apologizing for them and characterizing them as, quote, locker room talk, as well as somehow redirecting the question about the tape towards how he would knock the hell out of ISIS. Now, last time I checked, I'm a man who spent a lot of time in high school playing sports, or at the very least, on the sports teams. So I've spent a while in locker rooms, and I can confirm that at no point has anyone said anything about grabbing someone in the There's two more things I want to cover before we wrap this thing up. First, can we talk about the idea of a town hall debate for a minute? Why do we do these things? We have extremely intelligent journalists who spent careers preparing for stuff like debates, and we had a fully prepared Anderson Cooper and Martha Raddatz sit there while we tasted 8 minutes on the question, will you be the president for all Americans? You already know the answer to that question. Everyone knows the answer to that question. Yes, nobody, not even Trump, will admit to anything else. So can we please move on? And secondly, the immediate spin after the debate was that while Trump was god-awful at the beginning, which I agree with, he recovered by spending the second half focusing on how long Hillary Clinton's been in Washington without apparently fixing every problem single-handedly. I understand that for some reason half the country doesn't believe that political experience is a good thing for politicians, but let's not even pretend he did a good job with that approach. He interrupted her more times than an overly talkative high schooler in a Socratic seminar. Okay. Well, I know we didn't get to the part where he went full dictator and promised to jail Hillary, or the ongoing issue where he keeps bringing up Bill Clinton's extremely relevant sex life. But since he can't drop out at this point, I'm sure we'll get to that in the future. From Cleveland, and for everyone,